a franchise win total in his first year.
And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Leandro Barbosa.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Black Hole's going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's third.
Screen by Bogut. Here's Barbosa. Webb pulls it in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
1:53 left to play in the first half. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Wide open look. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Barbosa.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16, and even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Here's Barnes. Here's Green, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Remains Golden State ball.
Barbosa against Webb. Now here is Barbosa. Not a lot of room. Bogut with a screen on Webb. Back to Barbosa. Tries again. And that one hits back iron. And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 06, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has.
And here we go with Barbosa, heading to the hoop, and it's blocked.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
That's good. Webb can't get it to go. And that concludes the first half. Pelicans ahead, leading by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
So for New Orleans right now, Ricky Rubio is out there with Webb. Then it's the franchise. Then there's Towns. And it's Webb in at the center filling out the middle. New Orleans leading by 10. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The drive by Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. Green's gone 3 for 7 tonight. Here's Webb. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Webb's got 14 points.
And for the Pelicans last year, they were at their best when they had great ball movement. Very tough to guard their team when the offense was so active.
Here's the franchise. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Iguodala outside. Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Rubio dishes to Webb. Here's the franchise. He's got 17. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow! The franchise has got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors trail by 15. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Look at the franchise. What a contribution.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. Here's Spates. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Curry passes to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. There are very few players you can call game changers on offense, but Clark, Stephen Curry is clearly one of them.
Well, the plus-minus for the Warriors with him on and off the court validates that. It's incredible how much better they are offensively when he's on the floor.
Warriors trail by 17. He kicks it to Iguodala. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got 11 points.
And Steph Curry, with his deep range and lightning quick release, really unique to our league.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Shot's good by Iguodala.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And speaking of Curry, guys, that quick slingshot release, really one of a kind. For most of us, a quick flick shot like that would be lucky to draw iron, but he's able to do it with pinpoint accuracy.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
Harrison Barnes.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Curry wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 5 points so far.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's the franchise, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around, straight bully ball.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
The shot by Spates, nobody around. And another basket for Golden State.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 31 points for the franchise. Oh, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the shot is good.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
That is good.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's the franchise, covered by Barnes. Great D that time from Green. Livingston kicks to Barnes. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Both good from the line that time. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Warriors trail by 15. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the Warriors miss again.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
At the line for 2.
And so he hits both. Webb against Barbosa. High post try. Here's Barnes. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. New Orleans leading by 17. Iguodala the 3 with Barnes the stretch 4. Barbosa is out there with Livingston, and it's Bogut in at the pivot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here is Livingston. Iguodala dishes to Barbosa. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
That athletic ability there.
Showcasing his